While some might say that the Ankylosaurus is the largest herbivorous dinosaur out here in the Nebraska desert, this is not actually true, for there is a much larger dinosaur, the king of the ceratopsians, the Utahceratops. This dinosaur actually lived alongside a lot of other creatures that we've not only covered on Ingen Dinosaur Profile, but have also just been in Jurassic Park in general. Utahceratops, Teratophonius, and even Cosmoceratops are all dinosaurs that Utah shared its home with. But despite sharing its home with a lot of other dinosaurs, specifically a lot of other ceratopsians, the Utahceratops stood out for being the largest and most upfront. Even whenever Ingen cloned the species, many people noted on how it stood out a lot from other dinosaurs that they had cloned, specifically other ceratopsians. While most of them had bland and boring colors, the Utah did not. Despite the name sounding similar, Utahceratops did not live alongside the more famous Utahraptor, instead living alongside a dromaeosaur known as Talos. While there is no such thing as a Talos being brought back as of yet, there is such thing as a Herrerasaurus being brought back and living in this same area. We've already covered the Biosyn Herrerasaurus, however to the Utahceratops it is little more than an annoyance. You see, Utahceratopses are very well known for marking their territory similar to the Herrerasaurus does by rubbing up against dirt and specifically trees. This is a way to differentiate territories. The scents allow predators and other ceratopsians to know that this belongs to the Utahceratops. And with an intimidating call like that, no one would really want to mess with it, right? Right. I feel a brawl is about to commence. Like the Cosmoceratops, which we've formally addressed as being a very aggressive dinosaur, the Utah is very much the same. Many organizations have actually tried moving it, such as Biosyn and the Colorado Dinosaur Preserve, however, none of them have been successful in their efforts. The Utahceratops is just that unpredictable, and with a size of up to 28 feet long and over 4 tons, obviously, that would be a task in itself. Although notably, unlike the Cosmoceratops, the Utah will not intentionally go after things. Only if they are in its territory or outwardly bother it will it actually show some aggression. But the aggression it does show has been compared to the fury of gods. Its horn display is not really that good for defense. 2 of them face out towards its sides, and 1 of them does face straight up, but it's very, very short. So instead, it's been noted using its beak like we saw earlier, as well as its just great mass to overwhelm other dinosaurs. And again, this is not a small creature by any means. It's been noted knocking down trees, passing over them. It's been noted knocking away other dinosaurs moving past them. Just overall, this creature is a gigantic lumbering mass. Even rocks under its feet are crumbled without much stress. In fact, do you guys remember that 4-ton estimate that I gave earlier for the mass? Well, because of the fact it has 4 legs, each ton is distributed fairly equally, meaning that each footstep is a ton. Now, in real life estimates show that this creature was most likely about 25 feet long. However, the Ingen variety is significantly larger. Many people believe, since this animal's genome has not been tampered with that much, that this is a sign that the real-life creature was actually larger than originally anticipated. After looking back at the bones, paleontologists discovered that it is possible that that specimen was a subadult, and this is actually what the adults looked like. Despite sharing a formation with several other ceratopsians, Utahceratops is thought to be more closely related to several species of Dinosaur and Ingen, all of which are fairly large ceratopsians, so it would make sense for the Utah to be pretty large too. But that is all we have on the Utahceratops. This was a very fun one to film as well as just look up information for, but next time we're going to be covering another herbivore, but this time it's much smaller. However, as always, if something chases you, run.